How do we help? We are the second biggest economy in Africa. Nigeria is the biggest. We are bigger brothers on this continent called Africa. Can our government assist? Is that what you would like? How do we move forward? How do we help our brothers across the border?
I like the fact that you said, how do we help our brothers across the border? Because the ordinary citizen in Zimbabwe is the one that has not had help for years. Okay? And in my mind, the way things have worked in the past, in the struggles of African nations, we have always helped each other.
Exactly.
The Zimbabwean government was helped by the South African revolutionaries in the time of our struggle. In the time of the South African struggle, they were helped by our own government as well. That's what we are like in Africa. And yet, I find that there seems to be a difference as we are experiencing maybe should I say the maturity of our democracies, because you know what we're going through, it's our democracies growing up, but our fathers and revolutionaries don't see that. For them, the progression of our democracies is a threat to their governance, which is not correct. My expectation would be that the fellow revolutionaries, say for example within the South African context, would be able to speak to their fellow revolutionaries within the Zimbabwean context and say, brothers, we see that the result on your hands in terms of the way your country is not what you guys fought for. It's not what we fought for. It's not what we shared back in the day. Is there any way that we can assist? We see some Zimbabweans, they are here in South Africa right now, and we see the conditions they live under. We see them come in their millions. Is there a problem? Can we intervene? Or these are the problems that Zimbabweans here are telling us. Is there any way that we can fix this? And so for me, that's the hope, that the South African government can reach out to the Zimbabwean government and genuinely say, we are concerned. Genuinely say that if the situation in your country gets out of hand, it's going to affect the stability of the region economically and maybe even politically as well. It's my hope that South African citizens can sense the plight of the Zimbabweans that are in South Africa and maybe get an understanding of Zimbabweans back home and be able to listen to Zimbabwean stories. So tell me about your story. And say, okay, I hear what you're saying. Let me see if we can lobby our government to respond better to Zimbabwe, who is South Africa's largest trading partner in SADC. We have the largest border, I believe, on the continent between Zimbabwe and South Africa. Surely there could be some sense of let's reach out, let's try and intervene so that this situation becomes better. So unfortunately, we've already been branded through Witten, the ANC Secretary General, as being funded by the West, which is unfair.
Yeah.
When you see me, when Gwede sees me, he should be able to see his brother's son. And that's what hurts me. He should be able to see his brother's son. He should be able to say to me, young man, you've come from home running. What's the matter between you and your dad? Can I talk to your dad on your behalf?
Yeah.
Tell me your story, then I'll go and talk to your dad and see whether he sees it that way, because that's the way African families are built. My dad and my brother's dad, they are my dads.
Yeah.
And when I have a problem with my dad, I go to my brother's dad and I say to him, me and your brother are not getting along. Now, if he closes the door on me, if he closes the door on us, what message does that send to me about him and my dad? It's just a thought.
Yeah.